Today we're going to be looking at how to convert a percent into a fraction. And I found the most helpful thing when I was learning how to convert percents into fractions is knowing that the word percent means per 100. So anytime that you see a percent, that number is out of 100. So in question number 1, when we're being asked to convert 66% into a fraction, we know that that 66 is out of 100. So looking at our steps to follow, the first thing that we need to do is write a fraction with the denominator of 100. And the reason the denominator is 100 is because percents are out of 100. So the next step is to write our numerator, which is going to be the percent that we're converting, which in question number 1 happens to be 66, giving us a fraction of 66 over 100. The next step is to simplify the fraction if needed. And looking at this question here, I know that both 100 and 66 are multiples of 2, so we're going to go ahead and divide both of these numbers by 2. And we know that 100 divided by 2 gives us 50, and that 66 divided by 2 gives us 33. And since there's no common factor other than 1 between 33 and 50, I know that this answer is written in its lowest possible terms. So 66% is equivalent to 33 over 50 when written in its lowest possible terms. In the next question here, we can see that we're being asked to convert 20% into a fraction. We know that our first step is to write the denominator of 100, and the second step is to write the percent that we're looking to convert as our numerator, which in this case is 20. And we know that both 20 and 100 are multiples of 20, so we're going to go ahead and divide both of these numbers by 20 so that we can simplify this fraction. And we know that 100 divided by 20 gives us 5, and that 20 divided by 20 gives us 1. So 20% written as a fraction is 1/5 when written in its lowest possible terms. So now looking at question number 3 here, we're being asked to convert 225% into a fraction. And just because the value here is over 100% doesn't mean that the value of our denominator is going to change. It's still going to be 100 when we're writing a fraction for a percent. But because this number is over 100%, we're going to be writing an improper fraction, meaning the numerator is going to have a greater value than the denominator. So we're going to write the 225 above the 100, giving us an improper fraction. But since we're not making an improper fraction here, we're going to have to convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. And when we're converting an improper fraction into a mixed number, we need to see how many equal groups of the denominator can I make out of our numerator. So in this case here, it's how many equal groups of 100 can I make out of 225. And I know that if I multiply 2 times 100, it's going to be 200. So I'm going to go ahead and write a 2 here. Our denominator hasn't changed, it's still 100, but now I need to add on the remaining parts that I have left over in my numerator. And I know that 2 times 100 gives me 200, and if I subtract 200 from 225, it leaves me with 25, so the numerator is 25. But looking at this, I know that I can make this fraction smaller because both 25 and 100 are multiples of 25. So we're going to go ahead and divide both 100 and 25 by 25. So we're going to keep our whole number the same because that hasn't changed. So we're going to go ahead and write a 2 here. And 100 divided by 25 gives us 4. And 25 divided by 25 gives us 1. So 225% written as a mixed number is 2 1/4 when written in its lowest possible terms. So I hope this video has helped you to understand how to convert a percent into a fraction. Thanks again for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. As always, enjoy today's math lesson.